Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and in today's video we are doing episode 4 in my Eyeshadows of Shame series. Before I continue, I just want to let you know that this is not in any way an actual shaming video. This is just a way for me to look at the things that I own in my collection that maybe I haven't used yet or haven't used enough, and it's kind of like a little bit of a playful dig at myself for having some items that I haven't used or haven't used enough. I am really enjoying the series. It is pushing my creativity, it is getting me out of my comfort zone and helping me explore some options that I hadn't really looked for in my own collection before. With that said, you'll find my playlist linked up here, as well as in the description box below, so that you can go back and check out the other videos in this series. I'm also doing a kind of a mini review with each palette to kind of let you know the looks that I've created and how I feel about them after I've used up majority of the palette. I do try to use every shade in the palette, and sometimes I have to bring in some helper palettes to help these palettes along, but for the most part I really do my best to try to stick with what I have in the palette. That being said, let's go ahead and look into this week's or this round's palette. This is the Arcana Palette by Shroud Cosmetics. It looks like this. It has a nice sizable mirror in it. It is a 12 pan eyeshadow palette that is a mix of half matte and half shimmers. Each one is kind of already paired up for you if you wanted to just do an easy one matte, one shimmer look, and the formula overall is pretty nice. I did struggle a little bit with this because it's very grungy and earthy and kind of smoky, and we're in the middle of summertime right now, and I don't always want a grungy smoky look in the summertime, but I did have a lot of fun using this, and I did have a lot of fun creating with this. I just wasn't as inspired using it as I had hoped to be when I spun for this palette. So let's go ahead and let me make sure I've got room over here, and I'm going to pop up the video clips and tell you a little bit about the looks that I created with this. So for the first look, I really dug into the blues, and I used Shroud, Mystic, and Alchemy to create this really pretty blue and green kind of a smoky eye. I really did enjoy that. I thought the formula was nice, and I thought that it looked like a really pretty bold eye look. The second look I did, I wanted something a little bit more neutral with a twist. I chose the shades Sacred, Familiar, and Enchantress for this really lovely pinkish colored eye. I did have to bring in my shade Flatline from the Urban Decay Spectrum palette because I wanted something that was just going to brighten up that inner corner there, and I really was happy with this look. The next look I did, I went a little bit more purple, and I chose Nocturnal. I wanted this one to be a one and done kind of an eye look and really see how far I could push just one shadow, and I was really happy with the results. I used Nocturnal for the lid, but I also pulled in my Trolls palette, and I used Biggie in my crease and in the outer corner to add a little bit of depth and matteness to it, and I also brought in Guy Diamond from that same palette to have a little bit of shimmer and duochrome and just brighten it up. It was a really lovely color, and I was happy with this look as well. The next look that I did with this, I waffled a little bit on it. I wanted to do a really grungy rainbow with this, and I thought that it turned out okay. It wasn't my best work, and it wasn't exactly my favorite, and there are some things that I can do in the future to kind of tweak it and make it a little bit better. I think mostly that inner corner was throwing me for a loop, but I did get to use most of the shadows with this one. I used Alchemy, Chalice, Altar, Enchantress, Familiar, Nocturnal, Mystic, and I also did bring in my Righteous shade from my Urban Decay quad to kind of clean up some of those edges. Again, this palette doesn't really have any skin tone blending shadows, so I did kind of have to pull in a couple of things here and there to help it out a little bit. But I was really happy with this look. It was super fun and grungy, and again, I learned a lot, and it was just a nice little twist on a rainbow, and I really enjoyed this look. Again, not my best work, especially on that messy inner corner, but I'll figure that out for the next time. And the last look that I did with this, I wanted to do a kind of a halo spotlight eye. Now, halo spotlight eyes are kind of one of my weaknesses. I don't enjoy them on me. It's just not a shape that I'm really used to looking at for me, but a lot of people loved this. So I used the shades Darkling, Entity, and Chalice for this look. And the more I look at it, I thought it's actually not a bad look. It was nice and grungy, and it matched my eye color really well. And I also, again, brought in Urban Decay Righteous just to clean up around those edges there. Overall, this palette is really nice. It's very pigmented. It's got a lot of options to it. It is a deeper palette. So if you like something to have a little more brightness to it, then you are going to want to bring in a companion palette for this. This is a really good companion palette if you needed a little bit more grunginess in your collection. And I believe Shroud just reopened their shop now. I'm not sure if this is back in stock or what you can get to be anything like this. But yeah, if it's available, it's a nice palette. I enjoyed it, and I was mostly happy with the looks I created. However, I do feel like this is a palette that I would reach for in the fall winter seasons when I am looking for more of a smokier, grungy type of palette. Okay, now it is time to spin for the new palette. So I was just double checking. I already went ahead and removed Arcana, and I did buy 2 new eyeshadow palettes in June, not July. I'm in no by July right now. It is 2 palettes from BH Cosmetics, but I did not put them on the wheel because I still am kind of playing with them, and I'm kind of obsessed with them right now. So this is just what's on the wheel right now. So let's go ahead and, oh my goodness, I have some flashback. All right, let's go ahead and give it a spin. Oh, come on. All right. My final Shroud Cosmetics palette is the Creepy Cute. Let me go ahead and grab that. All right, I have my Creepy Cute palette here, and she looks like this. These beautiful pastels. Oh, and the sun is coming around too. Beautiful pastels with this matte black and a matte gray. This is all of these shades are matte, and I think they're so pretty. I'm so excited to get into this. This is definitely like a summery spring, kind of like ice cream type. I don't know, it's just really pretty. I've already got my eyes primed. I went ahead and did that too. And I think I just want to do a really easy look today. I'm drawn to take a hint. So I think I'm going to do a bright lime green eye today with just some eyeliner and mascara. And then I will pick a lipstick to go from there. I'll probably just do something super easy. So my eyeshadow primer is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the original. I finally used up my Milani in case you've been following along with that. And this Take a Hint green seems to be blending out on me to kind of like a yellow green. So there is a little bit of depth with this color. Now, this eyeshadow palette, I believe, has been discontinued by Shroud Cosmetics because they are currently working on replacing their packaging. My packaging says Strobe because I bought this shortly after they did their rebrand. And they are working on getting new packaging that has their current brand name on it. They do have the singles bundle for sale, so if you did want the singles for this, those are available. And I know they just opened their shop back up either today or yesterday. So they are currently restocked. I have not checked their website to see what is or is not in stock, and I have no idea what is going to be coming down the pipeline. I'm like I said, I think they are going to have this palette back in stock. I'm not sure about the Arcana, and I think that the other one, the third one, I'll have the name there. That one I think was completely discontinued, but I'm not, again, 100% sure there. So I really am loving this lime green. It is so pretty. I'm just blending it out to nothing here. It is piling up. No, building up. That's it. The color is building beautifully, and yeah, I like this. This is nice. I do think that this will create some really pretty, easy, one and done eyeshadow looks. I can make them dramatic with some eyeliner, which is kind of what I'm planning to do today, and I can keep it really simple if I want to. I do have some ideas for this palette, so I'm kind of glad that I went ahead and, well, I didn't choose where it landed. I'm kind of glad that I happened to land on it today. So I am going to go underneath here and just start a little bit, because I'm going to do a little bit of some layering today with this color here. Not even looking to see what I'm doing. All right, let me even this out and grab my eyeliner and we'll finish it up. I tried to mix a little bit of my Urban Decay black eyeliner, the Perversion, with some of the ColourPop Electric Daisy Neon Green eyeliner, but I think it's dried out, so I'm gonna have to check my backup drawer and see if I have another. But I'm going to take some more of the Take a Hint Green on this small C-shaped brush, and I'm just gonna go a little bit over that black to kind of smudge it out on that lower lash line. And honestly, I love this. I think it's really fun and just easy. And I'm just bringing this over here, just to kind of bring it in the middle more to wrap it around for some drama. And just, that's really it. I think I'm just going to pack a little bit more on over the lid here on the middle, just to make sure everything is opaque. And it looks opaque in person, but not so much, as much on camera. But it does build up nicely, so that's a plus. And I think that's gonna be it. I think I'm gonna grab some mascara just to finish it off. I might do the smallest of wings, but I really like this lime moment we've got going on here. Finished. I have my mascara on and the world's messiest wings, but that's okay. I really love this lime moment here, and I'm not bothered by it, I'm not upset. I'm really excited to keep playing with this eyeshadow palette. Oh, and I'm working through my Buxom lip gloss, so just popping that on here. And I really think this is a really fun summertime look. I'm excited to keep playing with this. I think that it's going to be a really nice palette for when I just want something one and done like this. Though maybe next time I'll do it without these really messy wings. Or maybe I will. Who knows? I don't know. We'll just have to find out. So again, here is what the palette looks like. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. I feel like this green did come out pretty true to color, maybe a little bit darker because of my skin tone and the primer that I used, but overall I really like it. I like this look and you can't tell me otherwise. And yeah, so that's it for me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to playing with this and doing more looks with this. If you'd like to see the looks before I do my next round of my eyeshadows of shame, go ahead and follow me over on Instagram at tiffany.hamblin. I have started kind of posting on TikTok, but you don't have to follow me over there. It's perfectly fine. But please go ahead and give me a follow over on Instagram, and make sure that you are subscribed by clicking the button down below, as well as give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I know I did. So yeah, that's it for me today. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and until next time, take care.